The idea of the global is something that's been around. People have been well aware of how societies as well as peoples have developed in interaction with each other over very long spans of time.
The world is in a major transition, as significant as the agricultural or industrial revolution, a sort of tectonic shifting of the plates. A world dominated by nation states, in which countries have been the key actors in the world, and economies, while they've always been somewhat globalized, have more been contained within national borders. We are now moving into a world where countries are less effective as actors.
Ideas and processes and trends are transnational. They move across national boundaries and are ultimately global in shape.
The emergence of something that we can describe as global civil society as a vehicle for disseminating a different vision for the future and support for a much more globally and regionally defined common good.
We decided to create a graduate program in global and international studies with particular focus on the emerging global civil society, with a thought that students would find in this background, in this field of study, a helpful base by which they could think creatively about the way the world is becoming and the kind of responsible role that they could play in it.
Our main objective is to yield students who are aware enough of the world around them in a very global sense to go out there and do what it is that NGOs do, which is to diagnose problems, work close to the ground with people trying to fix things, and then try to devise workable solutions to those.
So it's a 2-year program, a fairly rigorous academic program the first year, a lot of hands-on, sometimes improvised experience, as well as experience in non-governmental organizations during the first half of their second, and then the attempt to try to pull this all together in their final projects or papers.
It is training people to be activists. We have an unabashed concern with social justice, with making the world a better place.
So it is not just a question of what people and objects we study, but also how we study them, and an awareness that globalization has meant very different things to different people around the world, depending on the resources that they have, depending on what access they have to the global economy, to global citizenship. These are all very weighted terms.
And so I think we need this more differentiated conception of world history if we're to understand adequately the kind of global reality that confronts us at the present time.
That the thing we most lack in the world is better or deeper understanding of others.
If we want a peaceful world, we have to move toward achieving an equitable and just world.
So in a very small way, we see ourselves not only attempting to increase knowledge, but also to help raise the level of global citizenship in the world.
And this program was created precisely with that world